Hello people, welcome back to another exciting tutorial. So I'm going to be showing you how I make this asooke stripe with this bubu. So I'll show you the easiest and the simplest method you can just use to achieve this asooke stripe. You can use it for your bubu, for your shift dress, any type, any design on any of your clothes. So guys, I've already gone ahead to fold my fabric into four. So it's a long bubu, and I'm going to be using the whole length of my Ankara here. So I went ahead to measure the neckline. I'm using the neckline of about 4 inches by 2 for the back. That's the height of the back, and the width for the front and back is the same thing. While the front is going to be V-neck, yes, obviously it's going to be a V-neck. So guys, I'm going to connect it like so. I've connected for the back neckline and here is for the front, and I'll also come here and measure my shoulder slope. You can do 1.5 to 2 inches, depend. Then you connect it from that neck to from the shoulder to the neck of the neck. So guys, after doing this, I'll go ahead and cut my neck, the neckline I have here, then also the shoulder slope. So that being done, I'm going to remove the front and the back so I can work on the front neckline. So at this point, I'm cutting the front neckline, and I will fold it back so I can mark out my sleeve opening. So for my sleeve opening, I am going to be using, let's say, yeah, about 13 inches. So for how wide and how big I want my bubble, so I'm just going to be using my hip circumference divided by 4 plus at least 4 inches or 3 inches. So you can go ahead and use them 5 depending on how big you want it to be. So I'm just going to be connecting it like this. From this point, I'll come in by like 4 or 5 inches, then connect it like so. Or if you like, you can just maintain whatever you measure earlier, your your hip circumference divided by 4 plus 4 inches around. So though I later reduced mine though because I wanted to cut the pocket. So because I want my pocket on this dress and I want it to be cut together with the pocket, so I later reduced it so that my pocket can be at least 7 inches or 9 inches in length inward. So guys, I came down from my shoulder to 2 inches below my waist. So from there, it's 1 inch below my waist, sorry guys. So from there, I am going to be marking 7 inches for the height of my pocket. So see the way I place my hand, I'm just going to give it that shape. That's how I want the shape of my pocket to be. You can just go ahead and leave it for corner, whichever shape you like. Just go ahead and do your thing. So this is what I have. So the next thing I want to do is to go ahead and cut, and this is how I'm going to be cutting it. So I'll cut, then I'll come back from that pocket where the pocket ends, then I'll cut downward like that. So if you don't want to cut your pocket together, you can just go ahead and cut it straight downward, and you cut your pocket separately, then attach, or you can just ignore if you don't want a pocket for this. So guys, this is what I have, and that is how I'm going to be sewing it. So I'm just going to shape it very well, and yes. So after that, I am going to cut a facing for my neck. I'll be cutting the facing for the front and the back neck. So I've gone ahead to cut for the front, and this is for the back neckline. So I'll also fold another piece of fabric. So your lining, my facing is just a lining, yes, but it's going to be a shorter version. So I've gone ahead to cut and I've torn it. So I'll just give it a good press. So at this point, I am trying to make sure I get the center part very well. So I fold my front pattern into two. So I make sure I iron it and I get the center. So guys, here is my ashoke and I'm going to be placing it like this, two away like this. So I'll place them together and I'll arrange my front neckline on it. So just watch the way I'm going to be placing it. So I'll place it in such a way that the neckline will be equal like this at the front part here. So I'm going to make sure it meets that ashoke at the front part like this very well, close to it. So guys, another thing I want to correct is while cutting your v-neck, please make sure it's not slanting. Make sure it's a very sharp V, that's very sharp, not bending and not curvy. So to make your work so easier. So mine is a little bit curvy and yes, just while cutting your own, make sure it's not bending or curvy. So guys, I'm going to arrange it like this. Just watch the way I'm doing it like this. This is very easy and simple to follow. So what I'll do is from here, I'm going to be adding like half an inch to that part and I'll cut it down like so. So I'm just trying to make sure everything is intact and in place. So I'm trying to go over it again. I'm adding half an inch like this. Yes, and I'll cut it. So guys, if you are still watching up to this point, please don't forget to hit on the subscribe button. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell so you get notified whenever we upload a new video. So and also please like, share our video. So share my video, guys. Please. So I'm going to trim off this neckline like that. And this is what I have. So I'll take this to my sewing machine and I'll sew it down like this. So guys, so for this time, you can just leave it at this point, but the style I'm trying to recreate here, there is another one added. So I'm going to be adding another way of ashoke at the center downward before the V neckline. So I'm just going to try and place it like this and see how it will come out. So I don't just want it to be that v-neck part, I want it to have like a short. So I'll make sure the center part, I'm gonna have to iron it. I've said I'll place the center part of the actual on the center part of my cloth. So I'm gonna have to iron out that seam and I want after sewing it down. So make sure iron, you press iron it, open it up very well and iron it. Give it a good press. So this is what I have. As you can see, the lines are in place. Everything is intact. So I'll go ahead and arrange it down like this. Then I'll use my pin to secure it so it will not move or shift. I'll just take it to my sewing machine and I'll finish it up and I'll show you what I have. So I've gone ahead to attach it down and this is it, guys. It came out really nice. Yes. So I'll go ahead and give it a good press. And I'll show you the finished look of my dress. So, but before then, I'm going to be adding a short to the sleeve also. So I've gone ahead to join the shoulder. I'm trying to show you. I've joined the shoulder, and on the sleeve part, I'll cut out my ashoke. So let me quickly do that. I'll cut it out, and I'm going to be using it like a turn up for my sleeve. So I'll sew from the wrong side and I'll flip it over to the right side, then I'll top stitch on it. So I'm going to do that and I'll show you. This is what I have. The next thing I'll do is to finish up the sides. So I'm going to be sewing it like this. I'll sew all the way down to the pocket side, then I'll sew it on the other side as well. So it's going to be having a slit by the side. So I'm going to be leaving a space of about 15 inches. So while sewing, I'm going to stop around here. So I'll leave an opening of about 15 or 14 inches at the down part. So guys, this is the finished look of my dress. I'm back.